everyone, welcome back to another video. This is a green set of stilettos I'm making on my silicone hand. You can't really see them too well, but there's actually some clear nail tips in there already. Please pardon the knackeredness of the fingernail areas of this fake hand. It has been abused a little bit by myself. And I'm just gluing down some of my long almond nail tips, which I got from Nailed by Lucy. This is the first time that I've used these tips. And the glue that I'm using is like some glue that I was including in my press-on nail sets when I was doing press-ons. I'm not really bothering advertising them this time round, to be honest. I kind of can't really be bothered with doing press-ons. They're not really a popular thing for me, I don't think. Anyway, if this was a real person, I would have like prepped the nails and everything, like with the sanding band and dehydration and all that good stuff that you've seen me do on real people in past videos. But because this is not a real person, I decided to skip that just to kind of save a bit of time, because I'm trying to knock out a few videos at the moment. So I'm just putting down a thin layer of clear. I don't know why I actually bothered doing this today, because on my fake hand, like sometimes I don't bother. This is a step that I normally do with my clients if we think about future appointments, like if they want to come back for a redesign rather than a soak off in a new set, I file back to the clear layer. So out of habit I put a clear layer down a lot of the time, but recently the last couple of sets I've done on my fake hand I haven't really bothered, because I just think, well, what's the point, it's a waste of product. But for some reason today I decided to do it. So I'm putting down a bit of cover pink on this middle finger. I'm going to do a glitter ombre here. My nail room, again, it was quite cold in there. I did have the heating on, so it wasn't as bad as in the last video when I told you I had issues with my acrylic setting, but it still was a little bit runny, so I think I had to do about 3 beads here. And I'm spreading them quite thin because I am going to cap these, so I don't want to build up too much structure with the pink, but I wanted to get the colour quite opaque. I think that's the word, opaque, on the nail bed area. So I've done about 3 beads to just get the colour how I want it. And then I'm going to move on to another nail. Oh, and also I think this is the only bit that's actually in real time in this video, is my design application. I think the rest of it, I have sped it up just to kind of you know, not make the video like 40 minutes long. So yeah, all like the capping and things like that, and everything will be sped up if you're wondering why it suddenly goes from slow to fast. So on this ring finger I'm going to be creating a French, obviously. I've got a little bit on the cuticle area there, just wipe it off. Yeah, so I'm making a French smile line here. So with this first bead that I've put down, I'm just trying to concentrate on getting the bottom of the smile line in the shape that I want. And because these nails are quite narrow because of their shape, I'm making my smile line quite narrow. I always go for a classic kind of like curved, rounded smile line, but I saw a set of stilettos right after I'd done these, and don't get me wrong, I am really chuffed with how these came out, by the way. I think that they look really nice. Not trying to big myself up too much there, but I was really happy with the way these came out. But I saw another nail tech's work on Instagram like not long after I'd made these, and it was a similar design minus like the flowers and things at the end, but they were like stiletto, they were blue, they were like a royal blue glitter, but it was pretty much like, you know, full glitter nails and some French nails, a bit of a kind of mixed design, the kind of stuff that I like to do. And she done the smile lines like pointed, but like a really sharp point, and they looked so nice. So I think maybe in the next set of stilettos that I do, I'm gonna give that a go, because I think maybe in the past, ages ago on a client, I've done a sort of pointed smile line, but they were on a square nail, and I think that they look a bit better on a stiletto. I just default always go to this sort of classic rounded shape. So yeah, I think next time I'd quite like to try the pointed smile line, because I thought it looked absolutely brilliant. And yeah, because these nails are quite long, and because of the temperature in my room, I think I've had to do about 5 beads here just to get this smile line. But you know what I said the last time, it doesn't really matter, just so long as you get it done. You know, it takes as many beads as it takes. Maybe in time I will get better at this and be able to do less beads, but you know, I'm definitely not the best nail tech out there, so do not beat yourself up. I do see people that do that kind of like, they just ace it all the time, and like, I do like often think to myself, so I know that everyone else does it as well probably. I do look at it and I think, oh god, I wish I was that good. But do you know what, at the end of it, if they come out looking how you wanted them to, then that's all that matters. So keep that in mind. No one is perfect, okay? So you can see here the way when I'm turning the nail sideways, I'm looking at where I think I need to put my next bead to get the structure right. I find that sometimes I have like a bit of a dip in the middle, like the bottom of the smile line's fine and the top around the cuticle area is kind of fine as well, but I have like a dip in the middle. You don't want a dip in the middle, because when you come to file it, the dip will still be there, and for you to get rid of the dip and make the surface even, you'd have to then file the nail, and you'll compromise your structure. So when I'm like turning the nail like sideways and stuff, that's me looking to see where I need more product. So now I'm back on the middle finger and I'm just adding in my glitter. Some people will just put their nail bed colour down, and I do sometimes, and then go in with the glitter straight away for the ombre. But if your previous colour's like still wet, it might run into too much, if you know what I mean. I wanted to let this nail bed colour dry a little bit before I went in with this pink, because I didn't want it to I can't think how to describe it. I didn't want the pink to like mix in with the glitter too much, if you know what I mean. I didn't want it to kind of get lost in there. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's why I was letting it dry. So I'm kind of like just trying to make sure that my glitter coverage on the tip of the nail is pretty opaque. Again, I don't know how many times I'm going to say the word opaque in this video. And then it sort of like disperses and fades out over that cover pink area on the nail bed. And then on the index, I should have started on the index finger, but I was having one of those moments where, as usual, I was like, I knew that I wanted to do a mixed design, and I knew that I wanted an ombre and a French, and I didn't really know what else to do. I was making it up as I go along, and I just thought, oh, well, do you know what, I'm just going to do another French. Exciting. But yeah, so I'm just doing another French here as I did before, putting that first bead down and just trying to shape it with my brush, pushing up the sides of it to make that wall and try and make it even. I'm using a size 12 brush today. I didn't particularly have a reason why I used this brush other than that these were quite long nails. So yeah, that's the size brush that I'm using today. And this glitter, by the way, has got to be one of my favourite glitters for ages. I do like glitters, sometimes I don't do glitter nails that often. Do I do glitter nails often? No, I have been lately because, well, I just feel like I haven't done anything hardly at all this year, obviously because of all the lockdowns and closing and then opening and closing and opening. And I find like a lot of my clients do like to keep things simple at the time. I get asked for just like a plain ombre and stuff, which is, I understand why people like that. One, it goes with everything. And two, it's like if you can't wear like bright colours and things for work, then you know that's obviously a safe option for people. But this colour, I particularly love like greens and blues on nails. Greens and blues, I just think that they look really nice, and they're not like your typical colours that kind of people go for, if you know what I mean. Like a lot of people stick to like their pinks and reds and nudes, and like blues and greens, I think it takes like someone with a lot of balls and have to have a bit of an extra personality to say like, yeah, I want to wear green nails. And also when people say like green nails, like I think a lot of people would automatically assume that they'd be quite ugly looking. I don't think you really associate greens and blues with being like, you know, pretty colours. But yeah, I absolutely love this colour glitter. I think this is called Fairy Crush from Glitter Bells, and I think it was Sarah's Nail Secrets ages ago. She done a set with this glitter, and as soon as I saw it, I was like, I've got to have it. I don't see many like acrylic colours. With things like crystals and like, you know, embellishments and stuff, I often see things and think like, I need to get that. But with acrylic colours, I'm a bit like, oh, there's so many options out there that I never really see anything and think I have to have that colour. But this was one where I saw it and I was like, I have to have it. And that's how I ended up going on the website and buying pretty much every single colour of the Glitter Crush collection, just because they're so pretty. But this one is by far my fave. So on this pinky, I'm going to go in and do a full cover now, full cover with glitter, which I seem to be doing a lot of lately. I think maybe in the next video that I do, I'll try and actually put a design on the pinky finger, because I seem to be just constantly doing full cover. Oh, at this moment in time, I was thinking, should I leave that as a glass tip? And I thought it would look really cool, but then I thought it wouldn't really fit in with the rest of the set. So maybe that's another idea for a next video, is to maybe do some sort of like glass type design, but we shall see. I can't think what colour I've got coming up next. I think it might be pink that I'm going to do next, a pink design. So maybe I might do a glass effect of the pink. I'm aiming to do the next uploads, which should hopefully be pink, black and white. Not all together, like a pink set, a black set and a white set. And there is a reason behind that. I'm hoping to get one of those videoed today. It's Sunday, the time I'm doing this voiceover, and I'm not doing anything today. I'm off work as such. I do have another job. I'm off work, and yeah, the world is my oyster today. As much as your world could be an oyster in a lockdown where you can't go anywhere or do anything. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. I'm not planning on doing anything today other than nail stuff. So yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna file my smile line here just to make sure it's even and crisp, and then I'm going to dust off and add my glitter. Adding my glitter now to the tip of this French, and just using my brush to kind of drag it up into the corners of that smile line. And I'm trying to make sure that I'm keeping it thin as well, because we're going to encapsulate and we don't want the thick ass nails. Same again here on the index finger, just giving it a tap there to make sure it's fully set, and then I'm going to file it, dust off, and add my glitter to the tip. Now I'm just going to encapsulate all of the nails in my clear acrylic, and this part of the video is sped up. So I'm going to finish file off camera and dust off the nails. So here I am back putting some embellishments on the nail. This little flower I'm sticking down with just a little bit of clear acrylic, and I'm just sealing it in around the edges. If you're doing it with this kind of thing on a real person, you want to make sure that you've got those edges sealed around shapes like this if you're sticking them down, because they're the kind of things that when you're washing your hair, if you've not sealed around all the edges, like you can catch your hair underneath and it's quite an annoying sensation. So next to the flower I'm going to put some Swarovski chatons. These are like the pointed back crystals, so I'm just putting a little bit of acrylic and then kind of sticking the point into those, and then I'm going to put some little tiny flat backs around this sort of central design. And the pointer finger and the ring finger, and I think on the pinky, but I think I went out of frame. I'm only going to put just one little Swarovski crystal down because I don't want any of the other nails to sort of distract from the design on the middle finger here. So I'm just going to apply those now and then finish off with my top coat and cure for 60 seconds, and then that's the finished look. So I'll leave you to watch that. I just wanted to say a big thank you to everyone that has subscribed to my channel, that watches my videos, comments on my videos. I really appreciate all of your interaction. I just recently hit 2,000 subscribers here on YouTube, so thank you for that. And if you've not already, if you've just stumbled upon my channel and you are enjoying my videos, then please consider subscribing or hitting the like button, because every little helps. And yeah, have a good day everyone, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye.